Hi there, Kaylin Goodrich again. And if you're watching me right now, it's because you submitted your info on the last page indicating you wanted our ad campaigns set up for you. And I think it's awesome. Trying to figure out paid ads by yourself, it's no fun. Plus, I'm confident that we can get you the results you're after much faster and with way less work if we tackle this project together. In this short video, I'll explain how the process works and how we can get things started. But first, I have a question for you. Is it really possible to generate qualified mortgage leads through online marketing? Can you actually get a hold of real people that are looking to buy property and finance it? It may sound like hype, but the answer is definitely yes. You just need one little thing to pull it off. You see, there are just 3 systems you need in place to acquire new leads and move them from interested to closed business. That's it, just 3. And once you know how to set up and deploy these systems, your prospecting and lead generation will be put on autopilot. So if you tried paid ads before and you felt like you were wasting your money, or if you've got a website that isn't generating enough business for you, or if you don't want to constantly be bugging your friends and family for new business, then you're smart for watching this video. I think it's safe for me to say that we agree on the goal. We want to build a machine that puts your prospecting and lead generation on autopilot and literally makes you money while you sleep. But the challenge is you're so busy trying to learn these new systems that you hardly have time to do your actual job. How could you possibly take the time required to set up and run one of these systems, let alone keep the gears running smoothly? I should know. I personally set up enough of them for my clients to know firsthand the amount of time that's required to set them up, make the small changes along the way, tweaking this copy and that image, all the while lowering the average cost per lead and keeping ad spend as low as possible. That's why even if you have tried using paid ads before, you should take me up on this offer I'm about to make to hop on a call and discuss your business goals and how our platform can help you achieve them in a rapid, automated fashion. I'll tell you how you can qualify in just a minute, but first, if you're like most people, you're probably wondering who I am and why you should trust me. Well, from the last video, you know my name is Kaylin Goodrich. I studied computer science at Stanford and went on to get an MBA. For more than 15 years, I worked for IBM and other technology companies in Silicon Valley. Then another 15 years as a private real estate investor, where I worked a lot with mortgage brokers. As founder of Accelerate Business Services, I've architected automated lead generation systems and optimized them for peak performance for our clients. Today, it seems like everyone and their dog can generate mortgage quality leads. But while many others talk about it, we actually do it. In fact, let me just show you exactly how the platform works. Okay, well, it all starts right here with a Facebook ad. And the good news is that in creating your ad, which is customized to you, you're using an ad which has tens of thousands of dollars that have been spent testing and refining the ad copy that you get to leverage day one. Not just the ad copy, but all the settings in driving Facebook and how it looks for the people that you're after. We're speaking to home buyers, promoting low rates and down payment options, encouraging them to qualify with a pre-approval quiz. And when they click on that link, it opens up a landing page, and it has a bit of information toward the bottom in the overall process. But most importantly, this is where they entered their information. What I will say that there's a series of questions I'll run you through in a second. All of the questions require answers, so you will not get any partially completed forms. And because of that, that does 2 things. Number one is that raises the bar so that the people who are less interested and really more tire kickers are less inclined to be going through this and then providing that information to you. And secondly is you have more and better information so you know exactly who you're talking to when you do connect with them. So let me run this through for you. We'll enter the postal code and what type of home they're looking to get. Well, let's say it's going to be a single family home. Is this your first property purchase, yes or no? We'll say yes. And next. Credit, we'll say perhaps 700 to 739. Property purchase situation, let's say they have an offer pending. Property will be used for, we'll say primary residence. We're going to ask about the price of the property. Let's say it is $200,000 to $400,000 estimated down payment. We'll say 10 to 20% gross annual household income. Let's say 100 to 150. And have you filed bankruptcy in the last 3 years? Yes or no? We'll say no. Can you show proof of income? Yes. Are you currently working with a real estate agent? Here's a great question, because now you have additional people that you can then refer to your realtors and foster that referral relationship. So we'll say no. Next, put in the name. Let's say it's Fats Waller, just for grins. And we'll say fats@gmail.com. Put in a phone number here, and we'll call it 349-555-3498, and get my quote. Now let's go right over to your in basket. Watch this. Bang. That's where the lead comes into you that fast. Here's all the information, Fats Waller and everything else we put in there. You're going to get an email on every single lead that comes in that fast, so you can quickly call them back and make connection right away, which is so valuable to the overall process. But in addition to that, we're also going to create a Google Sheet, get you a link so you can see all the people that you've been sent while you've been working together. And there's the last one that just came in on Fats Waller. You can then go over, you see all the information there, and we're going to put a note here, and called and left message as an example, and keep track of everything. Okay, this is the system that we're going to put together for you, and we're going to create all this as part of the package that I've been discussing all along. That said, if you wish, we have an optional one-time offer to put some automation around this and take the burden off your shoulders for following up. Let me show you what that looks like. We have a system here. It's also proven both in terms of the timing and the content, where over a period of 9 days, we're going to be sending out texts and emails and even voicemails on your behalf, where you just record the voicemail once, and then it will go out to each of the people and drop into their voicemail. As an example, on day 1, within 10 minutes, we're going to send out a text on your behalf. It will have the person's name. I received your request for mortgage info and thought following up by text might be easier for you. We need to verify your answers before we can send out your pre-approval letter. When's a good time to talk? And it will have your name and your company there. And that is really designed and very effective at very quickly bringing together with you the people that are most interested in moving forward and automating that, so you don't have to interrupt what you're doing, be it closing on a loan or playing with your kids. And so that's available if you choose to select that. Regardless, we're going to have everything else that I described up to here, and that's our system for automation, and I'll continue on now with the rest of the information. So here's what makes our platform unique. The leads are exclusive to you, and we're able to automate the follow-up. No one else will be given the contact information that the lead submits to you. And on top of that, we can actually reach out on your behalf, automating the initial first point of contact and getting the conversation moving within the first 5 minutes of the lead submitting their information. Imagine being able to sit back on your yacht just getting automated appointment requests, or more realistically, not having to dash to the phone to answer every single call or text message for fear of missing a customer lead you desperately need. If you're still watching me, you recognize the value of having a lead generation system. So it's not a question of, do you need a lead generation system? Yes, you absolutely do. The only real question is, do you want to build it yourself, or do you want us to build it for you? If you want us to build it for you, then here's what you need to do next. Just below this video, you'll see a button that links over to a deposit page. This is where you decide how much you want to spend on the cost of the ads and how many leads you want. I'm still offering to set up and run this platform for free, of course, but we need you to have some skin in the game too, just like we do. One thing you need to know is that this platform is not for everyone. For example, if you're not willing to invest in yourself or your business, you should know that this is probably not a good fit for you. You should also understand that if we do choose to work together, it's going to require a lot of work on our side. So this service is appropriately priced after completing the test drive. If after hearing that, though, you still feel like it's a fit, then please click the button below and select your initial deposit level for the cost of the ads. Now, you're probably wondering, if this platform is so valuable, why are we offering it on a trial basis? Why not just charge for access immediately? And it's a great question. First off, right now we have some excess capacity. If we didn't, you better believe I wouldn't be offering this to anyone. More importantly, though, is that like you, we're looking to grow. And we know the best way to do that is through acquiring new users of the platform. As I stated before, we're confident that once you try the platform out, you'll become a lifelong client overnight. As I mentioned before, we work with only one client per marketplace at a time. So if you come back to the deposit page and it's locked out for you, don't be surprised. That means your area has been taken by someone else. If that happens, there will be a waiting list form you can sign up for, and if you're on that form, you will be notified first if any spots become available. If the deposit page is still active, then you can still apply, but you need to do it now before it's too late. If you're still watching at this point, click on the button below to get started. My team and I are really looking forward to getting going and working together. Thanks again for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And if you have any questions, you can reach me at info@acceleratebusinessservices.com. See you on the other side.